It was supposed to be a first-class flight to London, but within minutes, chaos erupted at 30,000 feet. A billionaire businessman snapped at a black flight attendant, calling her unfit to serve him. Passengers froze, unsure how to react, until the pilot's voice thundered through the cabin, demanding the man be removed before takeoff. What began as a racist outburst would soon spiral into a scandal that destroyed an empire. How could one flight, one act of courage, bring down a man worth billions? Watch till the end to find out. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Captain Emily Carter had flown for 20 years. She was respected, calm, and precise, the kind of pilot who made nervous passengers feel safe. That morning, she prepared for Flight 472, bound for London, unaware her decision would make international headlines. Among the passengers was Charles Remington, a powerful real estate tycoon known for his arrogance. His name was whispered in boardrooms, feared in negotiations, and now about to be despised worldwide. The cabin buzzed with chatter, the air thick with anticipation. Emily checked her instruments, glanced out at the sunrise, and radioed for clearance. In the back, a young black attendant, Maya Williams, was greeting passengers with her usual bright smile. But the moment Remington boarded, something shifted. He didn't see her as a professional, just someone beneath him. And his words would light a fire that could never be put out. It started small. Snide comments, dismissive gestures. Remington refused to look Maya in the eye when she offered him his drink, snapping his fingers instead. Other passengers exchanged uneasy glances. But when she politely asked him to fasten his seatbelt, he exploded. His voice cut through the air like a whip. "I don't take orders from your kind," he said, loud enough for half the cabin to hear. Maya froze, her hands trembling slightly. She'd been trained to handle demanding customers, but this wasn't about service. It was about hate. Her colleagues looked on helplessly, bound by rules that demanded calm professionalism no matter the abuse. But Emily Carter, from the cockpit, could hear the commotion through her headset. She didn't hesitate. She stepped out, her crisp uniform gleaming under the cabin lights, her expression firm. Passengers turned as she confronted the scene. The billionaire, smug and defiant, waved her off, muttering that he didn't take orders from women either. Gasps rippled through the cabin. Emily calmly called ground control. "This flight isn't leaving until this passenger is removed," she said. Silence. Then a voice over the intercom. "Ma'am, that's a VIP client." Her response was steady. "I don't care who he is. My crew will not be humiliated under my command." Security boarded the plane minutes later. Remington's outrage reached a fever pitch. He threatened lawsuits, contract losses, and career-ending consequences. But Emily stood her ground as the entire cabin watched. The billionaire, red-faced and fuming, was escorted off, shouting that everyone would regret this. As he stepped out, applause broke out from the passengers, soft at first, then thunderous. Maya stood frozen, tears glistening in her eyes. Emily nodded once, composed yet resolute, before returning to the cockpit. The plane finally took off, cutting through the clouds in silence. No one knew then that a passenger had filmed everything, the insults, the defiance, the removal. By the time they landed in London, the video had spread worldwide like wildfire. Within 24 hours, Charles Remington's empire began to collapse. Major investors withdrew, citing ethical concerns. His company's stock plummeted. Former employees came forward, sharing stories of discrimination and abuse they'd buried for years. His name was erased from boards, his influence shattered. Meanwhile, Captain Emily Carter and Maya Williams became symbols of courage and dignity. The airline issued a public statement honoring their professionalism. Emily didn't see herself as a hero, just someone who refused to stay silent. But millions online saw something bigger, a glimpse of what authentic leadership looks like. The question remains, if one woman's courage can bring down an empire built on arrogance, what could happen if we all took a stand? Where are you watching from? Share your city and country below. Take care.